we are going to discuss conduit wiring. Let's not there is so much happening in the world at the moment, and at the same time we need to possibly still discuss and think about positive things that we can derive from some of the various things that has been happening in the world. We know a lot of families are in serious turmoil at the moment, serious issues that has really caught the whole world napping. At the same time, to those of us who God has protected, that has given us the grace to be able to go to our respective works, to those of us who can't go to work, but we can wake up in the morning and say, thank you for another day like this. Thank you for making it possible for me to do some things that I cannot do. Right now, today, we're going to talk about positive side of life, positive things. We're going to talk about things. If peradventure you started your construction, you get to a stage where, at this stage, we're going to discuss about, we're going to talk about conduit wiring. We've talked about conduit piping in the time past, but today I want to bring you another aspect of what you can classify as conduit wiring. Okay? Please, along the line, feel free to ask questions. It's one of those things. Let's put behind us the pandemic or the issues that is rocking the entire world at the moment. Okay, go with me and let us share this conduit wiring. If you look at this image that you're looking at here, if you look at it properly, let me see how many people have joined us today. If you look at this image right now, this is the parapet. This is the POP. This is a finished image with the electricals, with beautiful lights. This is something that you and I would like to have. Okay, I'm going to show you the rough nature of how this is being achieved. Okay, right. This is conduit wiring, building construction, which we're going to discuss today. Right. Please feel free along the line to ask questions. Okay. Right. How many of us that are going to say thank you that I'm able to live up to this day? It's not easy. A lot of family are going through thick and thin at the moment, and I don't want us to be overwhelmed by the concern. Even though we are concerned, but we are not going to. Christ is the hope of our salvation, and I still want us to think about it. I'm going to bring you some few videos right now, which will give you the rough. If this is going to definitely get to this stage, but I want to bring some of the videos across to you. Right, just give me 1 or 2 minutes, and then we will be on this stage. Okay, just 1 minute, and I'm going to be explaining them as we go along the line. Where is the video now? 1 minute. The lists. Sorry, just bear with me. I don't know where I've got it. Right. All right. Right. That's the first image. If you look at that the video you're looking at now, I'm going to show you that's the rough nature of the construction. Okay. If you look at this is what the video with the wall of the construction. I'm coming to come and explain to you. If you look at that, that's the pipe that is used to construct this. I'm going to pause there, and I'm coming back to that. Bear with me. I'm going to see that is where the distribution board. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to look at. I'm going to show you something. 22. Bear with me. I'm going to add the image. Wiring 22. Wiring 22. And wiring 20. Just one. Bear with me. Right, if you look at this image here, now let me go back a bit. Look at that image here. Look at the pipe. The pipe that you're looking at there, this is what is buried into the wall of your building. It doesn't matter for the part of the building where you are. When your building construction reaches this stage, this is the pipe, as this is buried straight into the wall. Your electrical contractor will tell you how many number of pipes that will be used in all the, what the case study that we have this evening is the two bedrooms apartments. So this stage, the wall has not been plastered. The wall will not be plastered. The wall will be in a rough state before they will put this. The wall is in a rough state because they're going to make holes. It's going to make the building so very rough. It's going to be a very rough stage. Okay. And we're looking at this image. This is the way your electrical contractor will put this into the wall. If I take you back to the video again that you were watching a few minutes ago, right, this is the roof. They're going to crack the wall before they plaster the wall, because this goes straight into the wall in a rough state. This where all the switches will be buried. That's the casing for the 13 arms. The wall, it looks rough at the wall. So they put all the pipes in connection to from room to room. If you look at it, from room to room, that is the way some of these will look like. So this is the pipes. They're not very expensive. What the electrician have just done for this one, this is the bedroom one. Also, this is the I think this is the kitchen. Sorry that the video is upside down. Now here is the distribution board where all the fuses in the house is connecting. This is where the fuses in the house is connecting. I'm going to take you around to some of the further videos that you're going to watch here. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I show you quite a few things. Let's move to the next one. Right, that's the kitchen of the deck, the kitchen ground floor. Look at the unit where the cooker will be plugged. They have buried everything. This place will be tiled, and by the time they tile it, this is the rough state of it. After they finish tiling it, nobody will see the rough nature of what has been done in this place. So you could see all the connections, how the pipes have been running through the ceiling before the POP ceiling is done. As you can see, the artistic work which the electrician has done to this. See all the points of light. So when you are doing your own building construction, you have to be very careful and mention this to your electric. See all the connections. The point at every place in the flat is being shown. It's very rough now. They have to put all the pipes. Say that is outside veranda. Let me pause here. Sorry, I'm going to stop here. You see here, this is the veranda, the balcony. Sorry, I have to pause back a bit. All right, when I get there, I'm going to. Okay, I'll stop here. Right. Look at that point. That is the balcony where the light will be illuminate, is going to shine in front of the flat. Right. I'm going to go further. If you don't understand, I'm going to play the video again. That's like you can see now, see the front, that's the balcony, there's light, that white spot is the distribution box where all the fuses connect. About 9, they said about 9 fuses. It's a single phase distribution board. Don't let your contractor tell you you need 3 phase, you're wasting money. So you can see the work there, they're networking everything together, everything is being networked. That is how the conduit wiring. People don't do surface wiring anymore. This is conduit wiring. And when this one is dry and is done properly, then they will now plaster the house, and the bathroom will be tiled. You can see it's the rough nature of the work at the moment. It is rough, and then that is how it's been done. Yes, Stephen, that's what I'm telling you. The project is moving on. That's what we want to be hearing. This is being done during coronavirus. I can guarantee you, if somebody wants to do anything, coronavirus or no coronavirus should not stop. If you do a proper plan, the projects that we're doing here, we decided because we're using local workmen. They're living around, they don't have to drive that. Well, maybe a policeman is going to stop them along the way. Even the material, the PVC pipe, they've already spoken to the seller, and he agreed to meet them in the shop, and they just gathered their material, they pay him, and they took all the materials and they took them and they came. This was done on Good Friday, Thursday last week, and the Good Friday, this was actually being done. So because it's been planned that some work must go on in the building, work must be carried on in the building. Coronavirus or no coronavirus, this is during the coronavirus that this work was done. You remember we did conduit piping for the waterworks. That's distribution board here. I'm going to stop that one. Maybe I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to 1 minute. Yeah, there we go. The distribution box is where all the fuses is brought together inside the house. This is a case study. That point is the distribution. All the wiring are brought to one place to see this. Hello, Mr. Aribi. How are you? How are you today? Coronavirus or no coronavirus, this project is being done during coronavirus. Whether coronavirus is not going to stop everything completely. If you plan very well, if you have a project in Nigeria, there's a way, a manner you bypass coronavirus. It's unfortunate that lives are being lost, but life must continue as well. It's unfortunate. We feel we commensurate with those people who have lost, those family who have lost loved ones during this coronavirus. It's sad because see, that's a deck under the decking that has been buried, and then this is going to be plastered. Carry on looking at it. I think that is the kitchen of the back one bedroom flat. See the networking, that's the living room. The pipe, everything is being connected. It looks rough now. You're going to see the video as being finished. Look at it. All the wiring is being done. This will be covered up by plastering when they plaster the whole thing. That's the base, the 13 amp switch plug at the bottom of the room. So that's the outside where the flat is being done. That's been done from outside. If you look at it, that's the outside point of light up there. Bear with me. Let me just come back a little bit. If you look up there, that's the point where the electrician brought a point out. That's the point there. A point there where the electrician. Let me play it forward. I'm going to pause when I get to the point to explain to you. Bear with me. Look at the point there. That's the ceiling light under the ceiling. If you look at it there, if you look at under the decking, see the point that was done under the conduit. Look at that. Look at the points that was done, already put in the decking when they were doing the decking. It was passed under the decking before the decking was being done. And look at that. Look at the point of light. Those ones are already been done. Look at that. Look at it. It looks rough. You look at the point. You see here, look at the inlet for the plumbing. And look at that again. Look at this. It's to tell you how far has been done. The water, everything is being buried. You see, you don't do things anyhow anymore in construction. Everything is being embedded. Nothing is hanging on the wall. The electrical pipe, the water pipe, everything is buried inside the wall nowadays. That is to tell you the modern day construction. Okay, we're going. It's the back of the house. No, that's not the back. I think the electrician is trying to point. Look at that. That's another distribution board. For every flat that is being done, the distribution board of single phase is what? Let me see if we got anything here. Hi, guys. Yeah, coronavirus can't stop us. Yes, it won't. That's what I'm telling you. If you have your plan very well, it shouldn't stop. Coronavirus or no coronavirus, that's where I paused there. If you look at that white box there, I'm going to tell you the analysis of this. This is single phase distribution board where all the fuses will trigger and if to cut out, to not to blow the whole wiring in the house. So all of the wire is networked together to come to that place, and they will know which one controls the cooker, which one controls all the surrounding lights in the building. So you can always go there and then look at it. But single phase is what is done for each and every flat. This flat that you're looking at is a 1-bedroom flat at the back, but the front one is 2-bedroom. So no matter how many number of lights with the air condition, with everything, single phase is still okay for the construction. Let me carry on playing the video so you can see what is going on in that place. All right, so those of you who are familiar with this project, You can see that. I play it again. See, that's the junction. Oh, sorry, let me. Oh, come on, I've gone too far. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna play it. Oh, sorry, I went back. I'll leave it for you to roll, and when it gets, look at it. That's it. Where all the points of the light, the fuse, you will still see by the time they finish it. All right, look at that. Come on, let me play it on. Let me run it for you. It's the coronavirus. It's not stopping this project from carrying on. That's the under the decking, and you can see how everything is being done now. Please follow us. You can see. Please share this video. Coronavirus will not stop us from achieving our purpose, because all these have been put into plan before coronavirus struck in the entire world. But this project was on, and I said no, definitely we got to carry on, because we've advocated, earmarked some money for this project. So we say definitely we look for local worksmen who live in the area, who will just only walk down down the road and get this work done. That is what we are saying. Coronavirus will not stop our dream. Okay, all right. Let me see how many people that are online now. Thank you. How are you, Louis Meme? How are you? What country are you calling from? Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are doing very well where you are. I hope all is well down your area. All right, yeah. I'm gonna continue the video now, so bear with me. I just posted a while. So that's you can see it's out. It's a project that was started. It's fund that was delaying the project from being completed. But each and every time that we get something that we need to do, I need to quickly just tell you, for each and every flat, the conduit wiring plus labor, the front flat, and the front flat is 2 bedrooms, the back flat is 1 bedroom that was deck up. This only cost 96,000 naira, both labor and the wire and the conduit. The wiring has not been started. The wiring is at a later stage. When the POP for the ceiling is done, then we can talk of the cost of the wiring. But the conduit, plastic piping, and the labor work only cost 96,000 naira. You see, now it's not much money. It is how you manage the amount that you put. At least work is going on. The work is going. The project is carrying on. Look at it. That's the distribution board there. The single phase. Don't let anybody lie to you. You don't need 3 phase for such a size of a flat, right? Forget about the cracking of the wall. The wall is being cracked so that this can be buried. But when the work is fully finished, you're not going to see any crack in the building. You're not going to see any crack. So, but everything is at the moment being cracked, being put in the wall. It looks rough. It looks not too good looking, but I can guarantee you, by the time they start the flat plastering, you will be amazed with what you are looking at here, right? See the electric. Everything it's been done and been looked. I mean, it looks rough, but I can't wait until when it is plaster. You'll be amazed. Wait until when the windows are coming into the place. You'll be amazed for what you're going to see. That's the window of the bedroom. It's a 3 feet window. No, that's 4 feet window. 4 feet window and a very good cross ventilation. It's happening there. If you look at that. Look at what they are doing. And see, every flat is being cracked, and they are burying and they are covering it. That is the pipe one that the plumber did. That's the shower. For the hot water. Look at the waste pipe at the bottom. That's the front of the house, which they're still in a rough state. Look at everything is being exposed. Look at that's the light pump. The light there. And look at the the ceiling light that comes to the balcony. And look at the way the work is being done. This has been built on a half plot. This is a half plot, for God's sake. It's a half plot property, and wait until when this is being covered up, and then you'll be amazed. What are they doing in this area? Look, forget about what you're going through at the moment. You can plan a great small little farm. Look at that. That is the top flat of the building. Look at it. It's still in the rough state. I'm so delighted to show you this. I'm telling you, yeah. This is Yemi from London. Houston, how are you, Yemi? How are you, my dear? I hope the lockdown is not affecting too much. Thank you for being part of the show today. I mean, look at that. Bear with me. I'm going to show my face in a minute, and I'm coming back to that. Yes, I hope what I've just told you just now.
Yes,
that's more that project that you're looking at there.
Told you just
now. Not so much of
it's
not. I mean, like I said, it's so during this lockdown that
like I said, it's
conduit wiring, which was just done. It was done on Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday was when the project was being put together. They do those wirings. Like I said, the first flat, which is the 2-bedroom flat, has been roofed. That first flat it's 2-bedroom flat ensuite. It's got 3 toilets, 2 toilets for the two rooms, master bedroom, and the second bedroom, and then the visitors' toilet. All of these put together. Then the one that you saw at the back that was decked, which the front part that you saw here. First flat which you saw here, bear with me. The front part which you saw is okay, bear with me. I need to see the image again. This image that you see here, the roof, the woodworks was done 2 weeks ago. The lockdown are slow. We will have done the roof, but because of the long transportation, where the Gerald roof is to be done is coming from Lekki, and the guy afraid, I don't want to put too much money down, and the law enforcement agent, the police or the whatever military intercepts the whole thing and making me to lose so much money. So we had to leave the wood thing there, and then we decide to start the conduit piping thing in the meantime. But these are local boys. Local boys are the one doing conduit piping. They're local boys. So we said, well, while the woodworks for the roof is drying up, okay, we decided to say, okay, let's start the conduit piping for the ground floor. Okay, the ground floor, both the piping and the label cost 96,000 naira. So that's what you look at in the rough state of the construction. So by the next time I'm going to bring you the video, you will see the plastering. There are quite a lot of changes and modification and alterations we're doing for the flat. Okay, therefore I'm going to go to that image one more time. Those of you that are part of the show today, please don't let anything deter you. Yet life must continue. We feel bad and feel so sorry for the family, each and every family that have lost loved one. In fact, in my church, A young man that plays our keyboard lost. That was the closest I've ever known that somebody has been affected by this coronavirus. You know, the guy lost a mom last week in London. Unfortunately, it happened. It will happen. It's unfortunate that people are dying. Loved ones have died during this pandemic, and there's nothing they can do to it. But at the same time, we won't let it dampen our spirits. Those of us that God has given the chance to see the light of the day each time we wake up. So we're not going to let this stop us. So that's why I'm bringing this lovely video to us to keep our spirit and elevate our spirit. So bear with me one moment. Just one moment. So if you have any concern or you want to see anything, right, let's see what we can do from here. I'm going to see what we can do. Right, see the arrow which I point there, the arrow point, I told the electrician or the electrical contractor to, that arrow is where I want a light. Before stone, we were supposed to put a stone tile on that wall, but before they do that, I said the young man should put a conduit piping to come out from that before the tile will be pasted on the wall. So I told him to put a conduit pipe in that place. There must be a light point that must come on that area. That's why I showed that to the young man. But to my amazement, he did something contrary to what I asked him to do. So there must be a point where the arrow point, there must be a light that would shine, a security light on that point. So here is the side of the house, which I said it should put security light to that point. Those are old images, but obviously the construction has gone past that, and you don't see that wooden makeshift ladder when they wanted to do the decking. That right ladder has been there, so that's why I still keep that image just for illustration purposes for the young man who is handling the electrical work. Okay, so it's just for illustration purposes. Okay, right. So there also on that arrow, I told him to put another electrical point there, because we don't want, it must be buried into on the wall, so that everything is neat. Those are old images. Okay, so just bear with me. All right. So that is for those of us who don't know about conduit piping. That is how the socket and the first part of it will be buried into the wall, and these ones are the wiring that will go through it, and then we will be able to enjoy our beautiful construction each time we are doing this. Okay, so I believe you guys are understanding this bit by bit. Sorry, my system is a bit playing up now. I'm going to show you the last image, and that is exactly how some of these things will be done. Okay, so plastic is being used to avoid metal contacting the wall, so that nobody gets electrical shock in the process of the construction of conduit piping. Okay, so I've done 34 minutes. I'm going to stop here. If you have any question, or if you have anything that you want to ask me, please feel free to ask me these questions. So like I said, it's not something that has cost so much money. This conduit piping which I did, it's not something that costs so much money. It's about 96,000 naira. If you convert that to the currency of the countries which you are, either in dollars, either in pounds, either in name it any currency of the world which you are spending 96,000 naira costs you nothing, but it is what doing the right thing each time we are doing our construction. When you see houses, property that they are saying worth 50 million naira, 100 million naira, these are the things that goes in to the construction. These are the things that goes into the construction. You don't put the 50 million naira down in one go, but you can definitely spend the money bit by bit. When you get it, someday you spend 50,000 naira, someday you spend 100,000 naira, someday you spend 200,000 naira. The roof is, I'll tell you, the cost of the roof when we do the covering of the roof later after the coronavirus is gone. But the little video which I've just shown you has shown that there's still life that can be things that can be done positively during the lockdown. So I'm going to stop here today. I'll give you 1 minute if you have any questions to ask me. Okay, I'm going to go back to the image that I've got before.
Go back to the
bear with me.
image that I've got before. Bear with me.
Let me see if I've got any JPEG. Yeah, I'm going to go back to that image. Okay, so I'm going to give you few minutes and then we can round up today's transmission. So how much can this electrical construction? Right, I don't understand that. Stephen, please can you ask the proper question. I don't understand this. Are you asking how much this can cost? Cost overall. Right, the conduit piping, the cost of the plastic and the PVC pipe is not so much, but it's the wiring. The wiring is the one that that will cost more money. The wiring will cost more money. Okay. In the old, for the ground floor flat, it has only cost 96,000 naira, and the upper flat will probably cost another 50,000 naira. Right, Solomon, I did a good job. Thank you so very much for giving courage for people that have done great job. Try your advice, still keep it up. Thank you. So, thank you, Solomon. Thank you. I mean the cost of the electrical construction, sir. Right. The cost of the electrical construction here, we're looking at for the 3 flats, because we got 2 flats downstairs, and we got bear with me. We got 3 flats down here. 3 flats in the whole construction of the half plot
down here,
and then we have 2 flats downstairs, and we have
2 flats downstairs,
a flat above which we have not done the roof, cover the roof, the woodworks, the electric. So far, I'm going to give you the cost of it later. The cost of the stage where it is has only cost me 96,000 naira. So it's stage by stage that we're doing the work. So I believe if I go to JPEG. This is where we're going in the end. If you're just joining us, it's not so much of okay. Michael Uche, did Nigeria have quality electrical products, or should one import? Yes, Nigeria have wires are very durable, and they have 3 types of or 4 types of wiring in Nigeria. They call one Chinese made. There's one, the Nigerian made wire. They are tough because we're using 220 volts. Wirings are very tough, and it's more expensive than the Chinese made wiring. So the wiring in Nigeria, it's durable. You don't. But if you have the possibility of buying anything from abroad, tell them to give you the specification that you can, so that you don't import, you don't carry anything, and then in the end is not useful, or in the end is not compatible with what they have on ground. Like distribution board, you can buy distribution board from abroad, you can import it. But I mean, I would say you should let them buy it locally. Okay, if you spend good money, they are good quality parts, electrical parts in Nigeria. Okay, so this is exactly what some of these things will look like. Just if you follow us all the time, you will see. Well, sorry, what's the question there? How much is the cost of wiring a 3-bedroom flat in Nigeria conduit wiring? Right, like from the experience I've just told you now, Nigerian made wiring. Nigerian made wiring is, well, from what I've just told you now, if this is 2-bedroom flat, ground floor, Creativity Kingsley, please, how much will woodwork cost for a bungalow building of 204 square meter in Ogun State? I need to see the plan, the building plan. If you can send me the building plan, Kingsley, I will need to see the building plan and see what is there. And also, have you got a quotation from somebody? Well, sometimes you might need to get the quotation, and I will try and compare and look at where I can save you money, cut the prices, cut the cost down, because these days these contractors are too smart. They overprice materials. Okay, going back by the cost of electrical works, where my quality, how much is the cost of a wiring a 3-bedroom flat in Nigeria conduit wiring? You can't spend more than, apart from if it's wiring alone before the electrical parts, you're looking at about 250,000 naira. So you spend another 100,000 or 150,000 naira to all the electrical parts. So I've got 1 minute more to entertain questions now. We've done 43 minutes. I need to end the broadcast on 45 minutes. So guys, bring your questions, and we can discuss this together. So we can done 43 minutes and some seconds. You guys, please, I want you to make good comments on this video. You can, if you're just tuning in, we've got the video will be processed. After it's processed, then you can rewatch the video again, because YouTube will process it whether it's something that is abusive or violent, and once they look at it and it's not abusive or violent, they will release the video, which you can come back and watch again. Right, I'm going to stop here. Please, when you wake up in the morning, give thanks to God Almighty. He's the one that's giving you an opportunity to live another day. Some people are not that lucky. Some people are 6 feet under. Some people have lost loved ones. At this point in time, by the time they look back in a year's time, they will realize that it's a really, really bad time in the world right now. Please keep safe. Don't cluster together. Try as much as possible and keep distance from people. You don't know what people are carrying out there. Don't get yourself wired up. Listen to the law, to the instructions of the country, and God will continue to keep us. We keep hardworking Nigerians, resilient Nigerians all over the world. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, Zest. We are very hardworking, resilient, and our country at the moment, we haven't done anything better, but we have home is home. Please look at most of this video is to give us an inspiration, to educate us that we don't use all our 10 fingers to eat all the resources, all the money we are making from the country. Try and earmark, try as much as possible and make something worthwhile to go back home. Wherever country you came from, Africa, we are very tough people. We are resilient. Something good is from us, because if you look at Africa, the thousands and thousands that are dying in the Western world, we don't have that thousand because our weather is very good. At least we have something to cheer about, that where we came from, death is not as astronomical as it is in the Western world. God will continue to be with us. God will continue to strengthen us. God will continue to make us do very well in every country all over the world. Merci beaucoup, all my fans in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Jamaica, in Australia, in Canada, in US. I'm going to stop now until I bring the next video, something very interesting that will keep us, happy at this present difficult time. All right? See you later. God bless you. Merci. And be hardworking and continue to be resilient. See you later. Bye-bye.
Hardworking and continue to be resilient. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye.
Right, okay, I will, Michael, okay, Uche ask questions. No, can you, okay, please, can you make another video on electrical parts? Right, I will definitely do that along the line. I will do the electrical part video at some stage of this construction. Thank you. Yes, sir. I have been watching your program since long time. That gave me the courage to go to Nigeria to do some work in my site in Benin City. But getting there was too much work on the site. I know. Don't worry. Keep going. You will get there. Don't worry, Solomon. Keep the courage. You have inspired me a lot. I started my 3-bedroom flat this year, February. Now it's on wiring level, POP and all done. Well done, Zed. Well done. Well done. Well done, Zest. Keep going. Keep it up. I gotta go now.